what you see inside of you right now about the work that you're meant to do in the world, whatever it is that you have a yearning for, whatever it is that you dream of, whatever it is that you feel pulled towards, whatever it is that is on your mind, it's available for you now. It's not when you clean yourself up or clean the back end of your business up or get your systems better or finally get the team that you want in place or finally graduate your team that you do have to the next level or finally find a better way to, I don't know, say your elevator pitch. Gosh, God forbid. It's not that. It's already available now. All of those things are fine. If you want to clean things up, improve them, systemize them, make them more orderly, change your branding, change your visuals, change your hair color, change whatever you like, do it if you want, that's fine. But none of these things are a requirement for you to be now who it is that you already see yourself being. Do you know what a requirement is to be now the version of you who you see yourself being? A requirement is that you believe that it's available now. A requirement is that you start to declare that it is happening now. Oh my gosh. You know how you can suddenly not say a normal everyday word? A requirement is that you start to proclaim that it will now be your reality. A requirement is that you step forward into it being your reality. There was a time not that long ago where the idea of being an author was removed from most of the world. Nowadays, anyone can be an author. And, you know, we could have an argument about whether or not you're a real author, depending on whether or not you self-published a book on Kindle or someone published it for you at great, you know, cost and length, and it took 18 months for it to come to market. Well, technically, it's still an author. Anyone can upload a PDF file onto Amazon today and call themselves an author. I'm not saying whether or not you should, but for some of you, it actually should be that simple. Not just with that little example. Yeah, the gatekeepers are gone in the online space. The gatekeepers are gone in general in life. The gatekeepers never actually existed for people like us. That's the thing you got to get your head around. And you got to get your head around the fact that the number one gatekeeper who's holding things up and stopping you from getting your purpose work out to the world in a way that it's going to impact the people who you came here to impact, and yes, result in the money and the flow in other areas that should be coming into your own life. The number one gatekeeper that needs, you know, knocking to the ground and getting a square punch in the jaw is you, the voice inside of your own head that is telling you, first I have to do this. Whatever you see inside of you, whatever you dream of, whatever you have a yearning for, whatever you can't stop thinking about, whatever keeps pulling at you, like it's propelling you, yeah? It's compelling you. It's like something is attached within you and it's like a cord that is pulling on you repeatedly. Whatever that thing is for you, even if you don't know the details of how it could possibly come to life, even if you only truly have like the vibe of the thing, a whisper of it, a daydream, a half fantasy, it's already available. Because guess what's actually happening? When you get that yearning, when you get that pull, when you get that thing that is telling you, I want this, I desire this, I feel right, it feels right, yeah? What's happening is you're getting a nudge, you're getting an inner knowing. For some of you, you're getting straight up guidance and direction from the Holy Spirit. And it's meant to be that you say yes now. Whether it's Holy Spirit, whether it's your own inner knowing. Yeah, it's meant to be that you say yes now. This thing is for you now. It's not when you're ready. It's not when you know how. It's not when you first figured out how to present yourself to the internet as some next level advanced 2.0 version of you. It's not when you finalize systems in your business. Do you know that most of the people who come to me and mentor with me privately, who are already making, let's say, $500,000 to $1 million a year, mostly say that the thing that they know, that they've identified, you know, self-diagnosis like Dr. Google, that they have identified that they need fixed, and why they think they're coming to me in some cases, is that they think they need to be more organized. That's the number one thing that people have said to me over the years, that they apparently know, that they need to fix, and that's why they're not already making multiple millions or whatever, right? And not in one case of people that I've mentored, which is absolutely hundreds of people privately now and thousands through my groups, not in one case has this been true. Now, I'm not dismissing organization. I'm definitely not against discipline. I'm not against systems and routines. But what I am against is an idea that for you to go to the next level of being you, you have to somehow start to be a different person from who you are. Because what's actually required is that you just say yes to whatever the thing is that's pulling or compelling you, And sure, maybe you have to have a little think in your calendar or your schedule about how that's going to actually come in a physical sense. Like, where is the thing going to be attended to? What's the time slot for it? Maybe. That's kind of a different conversation. But really, the real hold up or the real issue is you didn't appoint yourself yet. You didn't appoint yourself. You didn't decide, I'm an author, I'm a speaker, I'm this, I make this much money, I work with these kinds of clients, I do this kind of work, I am called to help these sorts of people in this sort of way, and I am ready now. And the fact that we live in an internet era where you can have the most wonderful, polished, incredible things to present your work to the world does not mean that you have to. It still doesn't mean that you have to. It's all just still nice to have. It's all optional. In some cases, it may make things more functional or accessible, but a lot of the time that's not true. And also, there's not much point in having things functional, accessible, beautiful, pretty, polished, or anything if it's not a real raw message that's coming through. So what needs to happen is you need to start to pay attention to the thing that's pulling you. What is the thing that's pulling you? What is the thing that you can't